This is Minutia Men with Rick and Dave.
So you know how you always give me a hard time about my Irishman cabbie cap that I have been wearing a lot lately?
What do you call it?
Irishman cabbie cap. I don't know what it's called.
So you don't have a master's degree in advertising, Rick. I'm not sure Irishman cabbie cap is really the best way
I think it kind of describes it perfectly.
Does. Yeah, it does.
But you today are wearing a stocking cap on your head to do a podcast.
It is
an indoor podcast.
It's 45 below zero or whatever outside with it.
Outside.
Well,
we have a heater.
I'm chilled. I'm chilled here. Okay.
All right.
It is cold. Yeah.
I know. We're heading to an award show tonight.
Yes, we are. One of our books is being awarded and
Book of the Year,
recognized as Book of the Year, which is great
by the Chicago Writers Association.
This is not our first rodeo, Rick.
It's not our first one.
We've had 14 nominations throughout 14 years and 4 winners.
This is our 4th. Yeah. Well,
so Susan Lucci could kiss my ass.
We are not Susan Lucci
or the Buffalo Bills either. No,
we are Minutia Men.
The following is a Tony Lasano podcast, an Opie production on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. This is Minutia Men with Rick and Dave.
You know, to how indicative of our audience and at the age of our audience, every one of them got the Susan Lucci joke.
Yeah, that's true.
Every one of them. Hey, the first story we got to get going because we've got a big interview.
Yeah, we
in
do.
45 minutes, which we'll tease.
Snap.
This story is actually really not that funny when you think about it.
Okay.
But it may be a laugh.
All right.
In a very cynical and dark way.
All
okay.
Right.
This comes out of Minnesota.
Oh, no.
Minnesota has got some issues.
Oh, no.
Right. ICE agents ate meal at Minnesota Mexican restaurant, then arrested the staff who worked there.
Yeah.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers reportedly arrested 3 staff members from a Mexican restaurant outside of Minneapolis Thursday evening, hours after the officers ate lunch at the establishment. Around 3 p.m. local time, 4 ICE officers ate at a booth at El Tapatio, family-owned restaurant in Wilmer, Minnesota, which is about 85 miles from Minneapolis. Witnesses took photos of the officers at the restaurant even before anything happened. So, and the staff appeared frightened, as well they should. 5 hours later, they come back and they arrested staff members from the restaurant.
Oh, it's 5 hours later.
Yeah, right.
The way I heard the story on the news was it they waited till the place closed down, and then they stayed outside and waited for them to leave the back.
Yeah, it's 8:30 p.m. Yeah,
okay.
So that's exactly what they did, right? Now,
my God.
Here's a tip for ICE agents.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd be very careful eating at Mexican restaurants because, they can do stuff to your food.
Do you have an agent in the kitchen?
Yeah, right.
Because you should put one there.
Exactly. I'm thinking that the ICE agents, they should concentrate on, let's say, a Cracker Barrel, right? Or a Bob Evans, perhaps.
You're not going to find any... any migrants
well,
there.
That might be true, but I'm thinking your food's a little bit safe.
Right, you're not going to have a spit enchilada.
Right. Maybe a German restaurant might be a good idea.
Oh.
Right?
That's right.
Stay, if you want ethnic food, you go German.
Yeah.
Do you remember, and I did a little research here about racist restaurants, basically. Yeah. Do you remember in Champaign, I'm sure you did, we had a Sambo's.
Oh, sure. I hated Sambo's.
Pretty good.
Yeah, 99-cent breakfast.
It was. Yeah, I'm not besmirching the price point, but think about, we had a restaurant, and this is not in the 40s.
I know.
It was Sambo's, And I also remember we were in Florida, I don't know, a bunch of years ago, and we passed by a restaurant, and it was called the Rose Plantation. And it was a
plantation.
It was a replica of a plantation. We didn't go in, but God, I wonder what the wait staff. I mean, I just remember thinking, God, that is in.
We had a. I don't think I've told this story on the podcast before, and I'm not going to name the restaurant.
Okay,
but my mom told me about a restaurant in Chicago, a German restaurant.
Oh, I think is it for Adolf Hitler?
Yes.
Birthday?
Yes. Did I tell that story on the podcast?
Or you told it?
Yeah.
Our lives are so intermeshed. I have no idea what the podcast.
But so 420.
Right.
is Hitler's birthday.
Right.
April 20th.
Right.
And if you went to this particular restaurant on April 20th, and you mentioned that it was Hitler's birthday, they'd give you a free beer.
Yeah.
This was not in the 1940s or the 1930s. This was
90s?
in the 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
The restaurant's not there anymore, but I still don't want to say it because my grandmother worked there, and it was.
Well, there weren't that many German.
Perhaps, there were a lot of German restaurants.
Well, sure, but they probably all had the passcode.
Yeah, I'm sure
cheat code too.
I'm sure that's true. Well, I have a story for you. This is our new thing, new segment called Stuff People Send Us. And it's a comedy routine by a man named Chad Daniels. It's short here. He is doing a bit about the Winter Olympics coming up, which, by the way, right now they're running through the streets of Milan with the torch.
When does it start?
It's coming up. It's in February.
It's like 10 days or something, right?
Something like that. Anyway, this is lamenting the fact that the athletes always say, "Thanks, Mom," and they never say, "Thanks, Dad."
Okay.
And let's play a little bit of that for you.
In the Winter Olympics, there was this campaign last time called Thanks, Mom, where all the American athletes would go up to do you remember that? They'd go up to the camera after their event and they'd go, "Thanks, Mom," and then skate away or whatever they were doing. And then they'd even show videos of them. Not one "Thanks, Dad" in the whole 2.5 weeks of an Olympic event, by the way. And then they'd show videos when these athletes were little, and they'd be in Norway or something, just like, "Hey, this is my mom. She brought me to Norway so I could skate. Thanks, Mom." Not one video with a dad, because that'd be sad as shit. Be like, "This is my dad. I'm walking him to the factory. He picked up a couple extra shifts so his family could go to Scandinavia without him." My mom taught me about fjords. My dad taught me mesothelioma. It's sad as shit. I'm going to tell you something. Moms, listen. I know the world burns without you in 3 days. I understand that. But sometimes the love and the kindness, sit it down. We don't always need it. That's not how we get better, right? If a kid falls off a ski jump, you can't run over and be like, "I love you so much. Let's get that snow out of your hair and get you some soup. Oh, you're my favorite baby." That's great. It's also a silver medal. I mean, you need that dad out there "Get your ass back out there and do it till you land it."
I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, you have a lot of experience with athletes and dads, right?
I do.
With the
yes.
with the
I'm the president of a local soccer club.
Who are worse, the women or the men? The moms or the dads?
Boy, that's a toss-up.
Yeah.
The moms are more
passive-aggressive.
They're more willing to help out and volunteer.
Yeah.
But then they pretty much want it run their way.
Right, exactly. They tell you what to do, then basically.
Yeah. But, it's as long as I don't have to do it. That's kind of how I
so
look
when
at
you're
it.
making the sausage for Schmuckelfusselfest,
Schlachtfest,
it's all guys doing it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Hey, no girls are even allowed until cleanup time. And that's because my wife insists on doing that because apparently we are really lousy at it.
How many penis jokes are there during the sausage?
I mean, you can't make a sausage without doing a penis joke. I mean, it's shaped like penis. And it comes out of a little machine, and you're holding it in your hand.
Hey, I'm on your team here.
Okay.
We got a review. Minutia Men is a fast, funny podcast hosted by Rick Kempfer and David Stern that turns weird news, pop culture, and everyday absurdity into sharp, laugh-out-loud conversation. Ooh,
sharp. Yes.
And this is on Podchaser from A1 Steak Sauce.
Is that right?
Yeah, A1 Steak Sauce.
Okay, thank you.
Are you a big steak sauce guy? I'm not. I never.
Yeah, I do occasionally.
Yeah, but it's not a thing.
Depends on the quality of the steak.
You don't put ketchup on steaks.
I actually don't eat a lot of red meat because of the old gout thing.
Really?
So yeah. So I do have steak sauce in the fridge, and I'm the only one that ever eats it. So,
but you're never a ketchup on a steak guy.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Are you a ketchup on a egg guy? Like eggs too? That's weird.
I don't use ketchup on anything except like a hamburger or for fries.
Yeah. Onion rings.
Or onion rings. Yeah.
Time now for Studio Walls.
And the words of the prophets were written on the studio walls. Rick and Dave.
So this is the part of the show where we go into the vast Rick and Dave archives, and we pull out some audio material that ties into what's happening this week. And would you believe this? This is kind of a wild thing here. January 20th, 1996 is the day that new area codes were established for the Chicago area.
Because we were only 312 then.
We were 312 and 708. 312 was for everybody in the city,
right,
and 708 was for the surrounding areas. And then all of a sudden, one day, whammo, we got hit with a bunch of new area codes.
Like 847 and whatever.
Yeah, 847, 773, and 630.
Okay.
And, it turns out that this happened in the 90s, Dave, which means...
What were you doing in the 90s? Could there be a parody song, perhaps?
I tell you... This is one of the hardest ones I've ever had to write because I had to find a way to get 773, 708, and 630 into lyrics that made sense.
Okay.
So we called this song Land of 1,000 Area Codes.
Oh, so it's probably to the turn of... Okay.
Land of 1,000 days.
I got you.
All right, and here it is.
Hey, 708, 312, 815, 219, 414. Oh, not this again. Hey, 847, 773 are the new ones to know. And 630. Follow me on this before you pick up the phone. I know your area cut out. Directory assistance. I am my data long distance. You know it's so confusing to find the code I should be using. And if I'm calling Chicago, I got a new number to know. It's 773, yes, it's 773. Come on, hey, 708, 312, 815, 219, 414.
This is actually pretty good.
Dying, baby.
Hey, 847, 773 are the new ones to know. And 630. Oh, it goes like this. If you're living in DuPage, or parts of 708, oh, there's a new number to know. And it's 6300. Let's say it. 6300. I can't hear you. 6300. You know, I'm still debating to get going. Hey, 708, 312, 815, 219.
I love that one. What was your... I'm trying to think. So my childhood phone number, I mean, I guess I could... Well, I say it in... It was 743.
Yeah, I can't say mine because my mom still lives there.
74350. It was 312.
Yeah.
But back then it was Sheldrick 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Sheldrick 3, 7435066. And for whoever has that number now,
Yeah,
I apologize
sorry.
for the crank phone.
I'm sure it'll be like the poor person that had the Jenny song.
8675309. Hey, this story.
Oh, that would have been perfect for this, for a parody of the new area codes.
Yeah. Why didn't you?
Why didn't I think of that?
That was done before that? It was out in '97. Oh, you got to get Landecker back. You got to get a radio show. You got to redo the parody.
3 of the guys in the band are dead. How are we going to do this? Ooh. All right, carry on.
This story. Thank you for
the room down.
This story also comes out of Minnesota. Actually, we should call this show "What's Wrong with You, Minnesota?" Right?
Yeah.
Woman arrested with a bag of drugs labeled "Definitely not a bag full of drugs." A Prior Lake woman's bag labeled "Definitely not a bag full of drugs" was definitely a bag full of drugs. Police arrested a 48-year-old Prior Lake woman just before midnight on New Year's Eve on suspicion of drunk driving. Excuse me, and drug possession stemming from the contents of the ironically messaged paper bag, or canvas bag, I should say. When the police asked the woman if she's been drinking, she responded with a lot.
Wow.
Right. So,
boy, she is honest to a fault.
She added that she took a Jaeger bomb just before driving, had been drinking Jameson and Red Bulls. A breathalyzer test.
Confirmed.
The breathalyzer test. She nailed that. She got a .195, which is 2 times the legal limit.
That's pretty hefty.
While the police were arresting the woman, she also said, "You're going to find a bunch of shit back in the car." But yeah,
Wow.
She was, and an officer found a brown bag, canvas bag with definitely not a bag of drugs printed on it that contained a marijuana brownie, 14 individual psychedelic mushrooms, cocaine, and a whole lot of the way it's written here, a whole lot of oxycodone.
Wow.
Prosecutors charged the woman with 4 misdemeanor counts of drug possession, and 1 count of being really honest. So, so she's actually
Doesn't she know that we don't do honesty in this country anymore?
She's facing up to 15 years in prison. This is no joke.
It might be for the best.
So I went on eBay and I searched for this bag.
Yeah.
Because here's a picture of the bag. Here, let me show you the picture.
Is she the one that also had the license plate that you
the
reported on last
DUI
week?
2X?
Yeah.
Could be. Could have been that. So look at so there's a picture. You can go on eBay, and I prompted it and I searched definitely not a bag of drugs. And sure enough, for $15, you can buy a burlap bag with definitely not a bag of drugs on it. Okay. Now, here's my problem. And look, I just showed you the picture. Do you notice anything about this photo? The font is terrible.
Okay. Oh,
Right?
This is your marketing advice.
Right. It's this hard to read script. Kids these days don't even read cursive.
Right. Plus, they're high.
Yeah,
When you're high, you're not going to be able to read that.
You need something that is solid, perhaps a Helvetica or a sans serif Roman Times. For instance.
Something like
Don't
that.
be dicking around with a cursive here.
What kind of paper are they using?
Well, it was burlap.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought I could lead you into a little paper talk there,
but yeah, that's the problem. So kids,
yeah.
use a different font.
Yes, but if you want to find any drug type stuff, eBay is a place to go. All right, so I have a story for you that comes from the Wall Street Journal. I actually
snooty.
I actually changed stories on you this morning. I didn't bother to tell you.
Oh, so you were not going to do the return to analog?
No,
Okay.
No, we're not. No, because I saw this article and it's so perfect, I had to do it.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to read part of it because it's written beautifully.
Okay.
Ready? First, they came for the closets. Then they took away the bathtubs. Now hotels are stripping away the only thing separating us from the animals, the bathroom door.
Oh, really?
I've talked about this in the past in Africa when I went there. This is, in America and Canada, guests are waving goodbye to the luxury of a fully closable, opaque barrier between the restroom and the bedroom, checking in from sliding barn doors, curtains, strategically placed walls, and other replacements that aren't nearly as proficient as a door.
Which has worked for many years.
To keep in the noise and the smell.
Right, of course.
And, it should also have a fan just to keep both away also, right? They don't have that anymore either. And the last
There's
time...
no fans?
Did you? No, not all the time. Not all the time. When you go to hotels, have you ever noticed that the shower curtain doesn't go all the way to the ground anymore, or sometimes there's just like a glass pane with nothing there, and then when you get out of the shower, no matter where you are, there's water all over the place.
Yeah.
How is that an efficient way to do this? What are they thinking? I mean, are they doing it as a design thing?
Dude, I've never seen you more passionate about anything in your life.
You're talking about the burlap bag fonts. This is much more critical.
Okay. What about the mirrors? Can they get rid of the mirrors? The fat mirrors.
We have talked about that. So this woman who wrote this article said, in some cases, they're not even good at hiding the view. You couldn't see the fine details, but you could see everything else, said Denise Milano Sprung of the frosted bathroom door. So at least it's got a door, but you can see through it.
Yeah.
She said, this was in a Marriott. I've been married for 25 years. I love my husband, but I don't want to see him sitting on the crapper. And that is totally true.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When we were in...
Although I'm very elegant when I'm out.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are.
4 times a day.
Yeah. Wouldn't you like to see Trump? On
his gold.
On Truth Social on his gold toilet. Doing his angry tweeting. jail camps.
Yeah.
Go to jail.
Yeah, left,
Yeah. We're out of toilet paper.
Melania. Do you think they even
Speak?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet they do. There seems to be a lot of love there. All right.
We should play the Anthony Scaramucci
do I
clip
have
when
that?
we did.
Yeah, I've got it here somewhere. I'll find it. I'll find it.
Rick and Dave get email, electronic mail, in an electronic bag, or inbox. Rick and Dave email. Rick and Dave email.
I mean, just leave the doors alone. Just leave them doors.
We've got bigger problems.
I mean, they don't cost much. No one goes to a hotel room for the stylishness of the doors.
Is it because of style? Is that why they're doing? What is the rationale behind this? Do you have any idea?
Well, there must be some money saved.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's my thinking.
And Trump is behind it somehow.
Yeah. All right. Today's email comes to us from John in Tucson, Arizona.
John
All
S?
right. No, John M.
Oh, okay.
John M.
All right.
I was leading a hike in Tucson, Arizona, and one of the guys on the hike was wearing a Loop T-shirt.
Oh.
So I asked him if he knew Rick, and he did.
Oh.
He said that Rick has done a lot for the industry.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's nice.
Isn't that nice? His name is Bo Duran, and he works at WBBM in Chicago. And I thought you would like to know that, and I do.
That was nice.
That's very
That was
nice. It just goes to show you that that Loop T-shirt is one of the best designs of all time because anybody wants it. Everybody wants it. Even if you work at a different radio station, you wear it.
Remember in high school that was and we were graduating in 81. What from like probably 79 to 83 or 4. If you didn't have a Loop shirt, you just were not.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't cool. That was the only reason I had any friends whatsoever is because I had a.
I had a bumper sticker too on my Duster.
Well, I remember when we
bumper sticker.
talked about this before in this, the spring and the summer when you were driving your 1974 Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
And you'd stop at a stoplight. Everybody was listening to the Loop.
Right.
You could hear it was simulcast.
So you want to hear something a little embarrassing?
Yeah.
So I did the exhibit at the Museum of Broadcast Communication.
You were curator.
I was a curator.
Yeah.
Couldn't come up with the word because I'm old and stupid. But yes, I created that.
Yeah.
I curated that.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was ending at the end of January.
Yeah.
And of this January, 2026, I got a little note from the guy who runs it, Dave Plyer. He's like, Rick, it's January 2027.
Well, I've been telling you that.
I heard him say 26. Maybe he misspoke that day, or maybe I really am an idiot.
Well, it's such a remarkable exhibit, and it's not just that one. They got the Johnny Carson thing. Whatever.
Yeah.
They're not going to build this thing for 12 weeks, you idiot.
I am an idiot. an idiot. So my apologies if you were like, oh my God, I've got 3 more days to go. No, you've got a whole year.
You got 363.
But it is worth going.
It is.
I took my whole family there over the break, and they loved it too. And they love nothing I do.
Right.
So I thought that was nice.
Did you take them out to lunch or something afterwards?
No, we went for a walk. We were going to go get some pizza, like Giordano's or something. Yeah. And my mom stepped into a pothole and broke her foot. And so night over. But before that, it was great. She's fine, by the way.
What is it with you Kempfers and breaking bones?
We're not genetically the best. That's all I can say. All right, it's time for what? You know what? First of all, we got to. You teased it slightly. Teases who our guest is.
Yes, we are going to be in a few minutes. We are going to be talking to Jennifer Jones, who is the first African American rockette.
Right, a few minutes for us. For you,
right. It's going to be a week or whatever it's going to be.
Right.
And I'm really looking forward to it. She did the Super Bowl. She was in the halftime of the Super Bowl.
And we just went to New York, and we did a little kick.
We did a picture in front of the Radio Misfits, Radio City Music Hall.
Oh, yeah.
And got a great response on Facebook.
Yep.
Validation for our line kick. So we are going to be talking to her, and I spent a lot of time researching her, and she,
If our female guests would like, a little extra attention, come on the show, because Dave really studies hard when we have a female guest.
She's really remarkable. I mean, lots of struggle. I mean, she broke a color barrier, which
actually, it's true.
And it's great. So, looking forward to that interview, which we don't even know how good it's going to be.
Yeah, right.
Because we haven't done it yet.
That's right. So while you do the studying of the female guests, I like to look back at the studly male guests, and you remember we had I forget the guy's name, Jeff Kulik, I think his name was. The filmmaker of the heavy metal parking lot. Correct. Right, he also did a show about Ernest Borgnine.
Right. Drives the bus or something, right?
Yeah. And so for that, when we did that interview, I was doing Ernest Borgnine. I was going deep on Ernest Borgnine, and I found this clip, and I finally found an excuse to play it.
Did you really just say you were going deep on Ernest Borgnine?
I was. Now, he's no longer with us. Today would have been his 109th birthday.
Yeah, he was old when we were kids.
And coming up in just a few moments as our audio of war, I'm going to play a clip of Ernest Borgnine telling what he believed to be the funniest joke ever told.
And pretty much all of our audience knows who's Ernest Borgnine.
You got to know who Ernest Borgnine is. And if you don't, why are you listening to us?
Google. Use that fancy chat GPT.
But before we play it, we need to thank our executive producer, Tony Lasano, with Opie Shows. Thank you, Tony.
Happy New Year, Tony.
Thanks also to... Are you still saying Happy New Year?
I don't know. I had this. I had a discussion with somebody. I think.
Me.
Yeah, it's like, when can you... Okay, see, there you go. It's melding the world. When do you stop saying it?
I think Feb 1. We'll stick with that. All right. Also, thank you to Ed Silla, the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Great Talk Radio isn't dead. It's just moved to a better place on RadioMisfits.com. And now we go to Ernest Borgnine with the funniest joke he ever heard. This man lived 90 years. Right. And funniest joke
and he met a lot of
ever heard.
He knew Jack Benny. He knew Bob Hope. He knew all the greats.
He was there when they invented comedy. Yeah. That's how long he has been around. And this is it. The funniest joke ever told.
This one concerns itself with a lady who wanted to throw a nice steak dinner smothered with mushrooms for about 15, 16 people, you see? But she didn't want to pay that awful price at the stores for mushrooms. And her husband heard about it, and he said, well, there's a whole bunch of mushrooms grown over in back of the barn. Why don't you try those? She says, are they any good? He said, well, I don't know, but try them anyway. So she went out and brought up a whole big pot full and cooked up a mess of it for her dog Spot, all covered with bacon grease and everything else. And the dog Spot, he just ate every one of them. Boy, it was just marvelous. She said, bully! Went out and got more mushrooms, and boy, she had a dinner for her friends. Steak smothered with beautiful mushrooms and everything else. Just about halfway through the dinner, the maid ran in. She said, oh my God, Spot's dead. She turned white. She said, call a doctor right away, call him. She ran out. Call a doctor. Doctor came, pumped everybody's stomach, just about finished with the last one. And the maid ran back in again. She says, you know something? That truck that hit Spot didn't even stop.
Funniest joke ever told.
I thought the funniest part is the pumping everybody's stomach at the dinner party. Do you have a portable stomach pumping machine or whatever?
My favorite is when he said, bully. All right, we'll be back again next week with another episode of
Minutia Bet.
The proceeding was a presentation of the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Find our other great shows on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and at RadioMisfits.com. Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Opie Productions.
Tony, can you shut up?
That joke was stupid.
Be sure to tune in to Free Kicks with Adam and Rick. Our podcast highlights the best soccer league in the world,
the English Premier League.
We recap the previous week's games
and preview the upcoming games.
I do it from an American point of view.
And I do it as an authentic Brit, accent and all.
That's authentic. Right, Governor?
Not exactly how I say it.
We also talk about the local soccer scene because Adam is the Illinois Youth Director of Coaching. If you love soccer,
Football
football, tune into Free Kicks. New episodes drop weekly.
on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network.